Hello, in disting EX firmware 1.14, the Poly Wavetable algorithm has gained this trigger mode parameter, which has two new options. Gated is normal operation as it's always been. You give a gate and maybe a pitch CV into the thing, and it triggers notes. So that's so far as was before. The first new trigger mode is drone. Basically, you turn it on and notes start playing. It uses as many notes as is defined by the input mode. So if you've got multiple CV gate pairs set up, then the drone will activate multiple voices. But basically, once you've turned that on, it will just sit there and play a note forever. And then you can give it a CV and change the pitch. It's just got this coming from an LFO off screen here. So anything you like to do with that, basically you can just do stuff, generate tones without needing a gate or a trigger. And I guess possibly worth mentioning, when you turn the gate on and off, it's the drone on and off, it's not just suddenly pinging into life, it's using the envelope settings. So if we give it a long attack time, say, and then engage the drone, it's going to fade it in, which is nice. And let me just put that back. The second trigger mode we've got here is triggered. Now this is pretty much the same as gated, except it doesn't use the gate off, it only looks for the gate on. So you can send a very short trigger pulse in here, or if you're using MIDI or I2C, you basically can send the note off as soon as you've sent the note on, not have to worry about waiting for a while and sending the note off again. So as an example here, I've got the Disting Mark IV quantizer, which outputs a short trigger pulse whenever it changes note. So that's gated mode at the moment. It sounds fine, but suppose we'd like that to trigger a sound with a bit of a longer attack. Put the attack up. Sound basically goes away because it's got no time to attack before the gate goes off and it goes into release. But if we put this into triggered mode, then every time it gets that pulse, it's playing a nice slow note. So that's what triggered mode's for, particularly handy possibly with a teletype, triggering modes via notes via I2C and not having to deal with the logic of waiting for a while and sending the note off. You can just send the note on and off straight away. Anyway, so that's the two new trigger modes in disting EX firmware 1.14.